I love Chris Rich.
Wait up. Yeah. Whoa. Look how I move. Put me in my cup. I'm about to act the fool. Wait up. Yeah. Whoa. I'm with the shooters. I'm with the demons. I'm with the goons. Wait up. Whoa. Wait up. Wait up. Whoa. Yeah. I'll let the moon. Put me in my cup. I'm about to act the fool. Whoa. I'm about to act the fool. Grab the glizzy like fuck that. Off with his head. Paint his mama house red. He was talking to the feds. Wait up. Whoa. Yeah. Look how I do. I'm scared, get a gun. I just bought another tool. Brooklyn. Yeah. All these bitches wanna fuck. Tell Shorty been it over. All this really spinning over. So cold, been an over. The baby daddy here, Doja. Wait up. I put it on for the soldiers. I done told them, the homie act stupid, homie getting shot. I'm in down on this block, yeah. I don't think I'ma stop there. Rolling, fuck with the shakers, move with the movers, go nutty on your block. 2 first, that's a movie. Porno, yeah. Automatic on my waist, timing, demon. I be aiming for his face. Wait up. Yeah. Whoa. Look how I move. Bring me in my cup. I'm about to act the fool. Wait up. Yeah. I'm with the shooters. I'm with the demons. I'm with the goons. Wait up. Whoa. Wait up. Whoa. Yeah. I'll let them move. Bring me in my cup. I'm about to act the fool. I'm about to act the fool. Grab Shorty by the waist. She said she loved the way I taste. 6. Aim, shoot, take him out. My last bitch, she a smudge. Glad I never ate out. Lane. Wait up. Free the cig out the can. I just ran into the plug. He got it 32 a gram. Annie, Cindy, Spindy, Gigi, Gelato, Capo, Wendy. Nigga, now bitch fucking with the game. Give a shout out to my rights. On my left, let it bang. I don't dance, I just 2-step. 1, 2. New stick, bring your crew that. True rip, that's a blue check. Goon talk with the bomb. You know, bitch heard my voice, thought I was 6'3". What you doing? When she saw me, bitch, she said, "You slow, nigga." Wait up. Yeah. Look how I move. Bring me in my cup. I'm about to act the fool. Wait up. Yeah. I'm with the shooters. I'm with the demons. I'm with the goons. Wait up. Wait up. Yeah. I'll let them move. Bring me in my cup. I'm about to act the fool. I'm about to act the fool.
Yo, Facebook fans, Twitter fans, IG fans, culture, universe. This is What to Talk About Radio, and I'm your host, Jim Jeezy, Dot Motherfucking Mob, aka Bitch, I'm Not a Rapper. Cheetah Starflower. I'm the man with many names, you hear me? But tonight, we're going to do a special show, featuring my brother, my Niiije. D-Lo going to be in the building, you hear me? But, we locking in, though, showing our appreciation to our brother Dane Calloway, someone who has helped us in a very big way of giving us an understanding of what is and what ain't. You hear me? So we definitely just want to show our appreciation to the brother, because if it wasn't for the brother Dane Calloway, I would not be at the level that I'm at, as far as my thought process and the way that I'm going about life, When you got a better understanding of who you are, it opens up so many different doors, should I say. I don't know how y'all want me to pronounce it. But for me, it opened up many different doors, and what I mean by that is like my thought process changed, and it showed me a better way. Like once you outside of that matrix, I guess like you have a more clearer mind. You know what I'm saying? Once you get a better understanding. My brother D-Lo is in the motherfucking building. And we get my brother up. So obviously we couldn't get it on YouTube shit. Fuck it. We locking in. That's why I told him, we gonna lock in on here, man. Regardless of what. Like I said, it's a special show I chose to put together tonight, featuring my brother, my Niiije. D-Lo is in the motherfucking building, We're gonna do our appreciations to the brother Dane Calloway and his wife, because they both been putting in a lot of work in order to get the documents that they have to put that information out there. Because a lot of people be talking, but what are they talking about? Like, they speaking on certain shit, but we're not seeing no documents that's making their information factual, I'm trying to send an invite, bro. I'm trying to get you up here. I don't know what happened. Nah. Send the invite, bro. It's a difference. Mine's or yours? Oh, it's not even letting me send the invite up. Who's froze, mine's or yours, bro? That's why I don't be fucking with that Instagram shit. Whenever it's something important that we trying to present to the universe, especially when it's something that they don't want our people to hear, That's what they do. It's still froze, bro? Because I'll start this motherfucker over if need be. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that shit was tweaking. Tell them don't play with us, man. Big wild Indians in the building, man. Shout out to my Niijes, man. You heard me? I just accepted it, bro. Come on, IG, man. Y'all fucking up the vibes, bro. Let my brother up here, man. Like I was saying, man, me and my good brother, my Niiije, I decided to, show some appreciation to our brother Dane Calloway and his wife, Even though I've done a few shows. Well, I've done 2 shows on my platform where I definitely spoke on the brother Dane Calloway and helped promote the messages that I was receiving from him. I helped direct a lot of traffic that way and everything. You know what I'm saying? But this ain't for no brownie points. We're not doing this for no brownie points, no likes, or no views. You get what I'm saying? It's all about pushing the messages. You feel me? Like, and I told somebody, I don't know who I was talking to yesterday. It might have been one of my bros and shit. When it comes to like people hating and shit and things like that, but somebody will hate on you just because you put something out there, right? You put something out there, some important information, right? Hey, bro, I don't know why it's not allowing me to let you up here. Now it's making me mad. You put some important information out there, right? You got a platform, your numbers is okay. They're not as big as others, but they okay, right? So somebody else watches your shit. Another blogger, YouTuber, whoever that, be on the same type of timing, pushing the positive messages out there. They heard your shit, they like it, bam. They felt as though they should continue to push the message, right? But instead of you accepting it for that, you turn around and say, oh, that nigga trying to steal my shit, or he this, or he that. Throwing all these different accusations out there about the brother and shit. And all he was doing is basically, I don't know, maybe it be the fact that people feel like they don't get the credit they deserve. Stacks, big MRM Mafia in the building. Mellow, peace and blessings, King. Oh, that's some bullshit, bro. It's all right. We here, bro. We locked in. I don't matter. Shout out my brother Stacks, man. He said you either with the movement or you not. You hear me? We ain't even gonna speak on, we got some things in the workings. That's all I'm gonna tell y'all. We got some things in the workings, man. Look out for it. Big MRM Mafia. We ain't playing. We ain't out here to be talking either. Man. My apologies, Stack. My apologies. I almost got overexcited for a minute. Hey, bro, it's about to make me start my live over. I don't know if it's mine or yours or what the fuck is going on around here. Or is it Instagram? Because Instagram don't like me. Me and Instagram got a love-hate relationship because they don't have an understanding of, how I operate. It's hard for them to catch up with me, to get rid of me. It's all right, though. The fact that I have an understanding of that, it's going to be very hard, motherfucker. Hey, bro, why Instagram playing with me like this? Hey, brother, I might got to start mine over. Think I need to start mine over? Because if need be, then that's what it's going to be. I'm mad you couldn't hop on the YouTube stream, man, because that's really where I wanted to lock in on to that. But if they could still get the audio, we cool. Hey, bro, if I need to start it over, I'm going to start it over, bro. I'm going to start over. Everybody come back. I might do that. Bear with me now. My apologies, y'all. Y'all know how Instagram be, man. They like to play games, but you know, we're gonna get into it. I just need to get my brothers up here first, you know, before we get into it. Peace, peace, peace and love. I don't know who you is just hopping in here thinking you hopping up here. I don't even know you, brother. What be on people's mind, bro? Stacks, big MRM Mafia. That gotta be like a fake page or somebody sucking dick or something. I don't know. All right, brother D-Lo, my Niije's in the building. All right, we're gonna try this over again, bro. We're gonna try this over again. Stacks, what's the word, bro? Big MRM in this bitch. All right, we're gonna see what it do now, man. Is they gonna play with us or is they gonna stay with us, man? Come on, you IG bitches. They fucking up the vibes now, man. You hear me? They fucking up the vibes now, man. You know? Well, that's what they try to do anyway. They try to fuck up nigga energy. You feel me, man? It's only if we allow it, you know? If we allow it, then we can only fault ourselves for that, you know? Especially if you know what it is. If you know what it is, you got a clear understanding of what it is, but then you still allow it to play fuck with you, with your mentals, then that's on you, you know? I already know Instagram some bitches. They is not letting bro up here, man. That's some bullshit, man. I don't know, bro. That shit blowing me. See? Alright. Fuck IG. I'ma just do the audio, man. I'm about to hit you on here, and they just gonna hear us on the live stream and shit, bro. Even though I wanted you to pull up. Matter of fact, I might can set it up where though they can still see you on the screen. I don't know. But we're gonna rock out like that. Fuck this IG shit, bro. Well, this live shit anyway. They stay on bullshit. We try. Love is love. We try. Yeah. My brother. Bro. All right, I hear you. It was kind of low.
Yeah, it is low. That's what I was saying earlier. Like, It sounds like you far away.
I don't know. I think they're just trying to fuck with us because they know we're on a positive note right now. And,
Yeah.
you know, I don't know. Usually, I would get real frustrated, get an attitude, and get on like Damon time type shit. And they know that, motherfuckers. That's why they do shit to try to, you know, get you to that point. Fuck up your whole vibe and your energy and everything. But we ain't even gonna allow that to happen. Anytime a nigga trying to present anything positive on social media platforms, there's always going to be some bullshit. Especially if you're not at a certain level, you know. But it is what it is. We here, bro. We're gonna have to rock out like this, and they're gonna just have to get the audio on the YouTube stream. And
let me see how it sounds if I put my headphone in.
All right.
Hello?
Yeah, I hear you, bro.
Better.
No, it sounded better without him. I ain't even gonna lie. It sounded better without him.
It sounds better without the headphones.
Yeah. How come when I was trying to hook the speaker up so they can hear you through the speaker. But it's gonna be cool. They can still hear you on here. Now I can't. I can't now. Whatever you just did, you fucked up the whole sound.
Can you hear me now?
All right, good. This is perfect. Wherever it's at right now, that's perfect. All right, we locked in, bro. All right, like I said, man, I don't want to do the reintroduction, but all right, listen, this is With the Talk About Radio. I'm your host, Jim Jeezy, Dot Motherfucking Mob, aka Bitch, I'm Not a Rapper, G the Starflower. I go by many names, but I got my special co-host with me tonight. My brother D-Lo is in the building. My Niiije is in the building. You hear me? Big wild Indian shit in the building. You feel me? But we here to show our appreciation. Well, go ahead. Shout your shit out, bro. Go ahead, bro.
I said, you already know. Shout out to my Niijes. I wasn't trying to interrupt you. Go ahead, bro.
Word. But I hit my brother up. I say, man, listen. First and foremost, we were already locked in on Dane's live today. You know, receiving that much needed information that's needed. You feel me? Because the brother be really feeding us some shit. And it's like, I have an understanding that the other side, I'm not going to say who, but those who know, the other side, they don't want certain shit to be.
It's not even like, bro, like there's a lot of people putting out the information. There's a lot of people talking about it, but it's just the way how, bro, there's nobody out there that's really presenting it in the way how he did, bro. He's just literally coming with the documents.
Yeah. And that's what makes
piece by piece and telling you what they did by years, dates, time periods, and real shit, bro. Like this shit, you feel me? They telling on themselves, basically.
See, the reason why I love Dave's shit and the way that he go about his shit so much, bro, is because, like, I got a model where I feel like I'm gonna give them nothing to talk about. You feel me? So it's like a nigga gonna do everything that they have to do to the point where you giving them nothing to talk. Like you can't say nothing against it.
They try to say something loud, bro. This why the people take right in your face. So what you gonna say about that?
You feel me?
You don't have nothing to say.
Why? Just think about it, bro. You don't
talking about.
You don't see none of these other motherfuckers be trying to debate with Dane Calloway. You see all these debates going on, right? Bro,
what you gonna debate if you don't? Well, a debate when you gotta have some real evidence. As soon as they try to bring up, like you said, what you want to show a picture? You better not.
A picture.
You better not come with a picture.
I like that he said that.
Not no painting.
A painting.
Not something that they come from. Not something that right.
Hmm.
You better come with a primary source.
Come on now.
They not about to do it. I don't see nobody doing that.
I ain't seen nobody attempt to yet.
Having to push them out there.
And I mean, he did have one. He did have one with Sarnetta, and he shut Sarnetta down.
Yeah.
If you remember that one, he shut brother Sarnetta down, man. He definitely shut him down.
Yeah.
And I believe
it was somebody else he was supposed to, but he was trying to show his face. He wanted to debate him, but he wasn't trying to show him.
Oh, yup. I seen that too. I think
he was supposed to be one of the so-called chiefs.
Right. He was fraud like he was one of us.
Yeah.
He was fraud like he was one of us, but the dude wouldn't. I remember that. Wasn't trying to show his face and shit. I believe he had I wouldn't call it, I don't know if it was really a debate or not, but with the brother who we was just talking about, Pharaoh. Young Pharaoh. But after that whole little conversation or debate or whatever they had, like the brother Pharaoh was basically agreeing with a lot of the shit that Dane was saying. Like I think that gave him a whole new train of thought of how he looked at things. You know, same with Sarnetta too. Like that whole Pan-African movement, you know, was shut down. Like,
yeah.
But
basically,
what was like the first joints? I want to get into it, bro. Like the first video I watched, the Dane Calloway, that really had me locked in, I believe, was it was about something about the slavery. It was something about the whole slavery situation, the slave trade shit.
Basically him breaking it down with the only reason why you even believe that your ancestors came from Africa was because a goddamn foreigner told you that. And it really made a nigga really start thinking that nigga was right. Because my motherfucking family ain't never told me no shit like that.
At all.
Not personally. Not personally.
And that's why, like I said, bro, a lot of what he presented to me, I spread that same information on my platform. I just do it in my own way, as we all should. You know, you can receive the information, but you can put it out there in your own way. You know what I'm saying? So I picked up what I picked up, and I did exactly what that brother told us to do. Shout out to Dane Calloway and his wife as well. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out.
You know, they put a lot of work in to get this information out there to us. So much love to them. And but it was like I tapped in with as far as knowing my background and my ancestors and things like that. Like you said, I'm just here to make you think. You know, it's up to you to do your own homework and background and all that. So guess what? I took his advice and I did that. I ran on with the ancestors. I paid for the little shit. You feel me? Now, actually, I ain't even pay for it. You know, when you first get on there, they give you that free 30 days. So I used the biggest package. You feel me? Like, you know how they got the different packages?
You probably gonna do a lot of work in one day.
Right. So I used the biggest package for that free 30 days. You hear me? And I was on it, bro. Like, I promise you, I was on it. I would not stop until I received what I needed to see. And once I seen it, I said, oh, yeah. And I've been locked in with him.
After I watched, you know, him talking about the names that they changed this to, bro. You can tell it's all matching up, bro.
Looking on there, I'm seeing everything that he was saying. I'm seeing it. I'm like, all right, this brother was, he's on point with this one. So once I locked in with that and got that understanding, you feel me? It been, like I said, like I was telling you earlier, bro, and shout out to my brother D-Lo for looking out for me, you feel me? Yeah, and, you know, us men, you know, certain shit ain't got to be spoken about, but, you know, me being the type of person I am, I like to show my brothers love or appreciation for the things that they do for me, you know, and I'll do that shit live on my platforms and all that.
A screenshot record, bro. Put them up. The motherfuckers can see, like, bro, my family had land, bro. My family had farms, bro. Straight up.
You know, when I did it
on both sides.
Mm-hmm. See, I was only able to tap in on one side for some reason. I'm still trying to figure that part out. You know, I could not find nothing on my mom's side of the family, you know, which I'm still kind of like, why is that? I don't know, bro. I was like nothing. I'm talking about would nobody pop up. You feel me? So, you know, it is what it is. I got some.
It's harder on my mom's side too. I ain't gonna lie.
I wonder why that's the case though, but you know, like I said, my grandmother been told me, you know, a lot of people be trying to say, oh, you can't just go off your grandmom saying you were Indian. And that's the reason why all grandmothers told us that as kids. Like, there's a lot of kids that knew these things, but yet it was swept under the rug, I believe.
Heard that shit growing up, bro.
Mm-hmm. You know, I used to always hear kids say, I got Indian in my family because of their hair and shit like that.
Kids were not teenagers, kids was walking around.
Exactly. But people was only, you know, they was only looking at it like, oh, they saying that because they got good hair. Oh, they saying that just because, like, nah, brother, we really are the aboriginals of this motherfucking land. That's why that shit was being put out there. But you know, the programmers, of course, the programmer's going to do their job to reprogram and make it out to be the way that they want it to be. You feel me? So they have their ways of shutting certain shit down, you know, and flip it around and make it, you know, to their shit, which they have done multiple times. And that's why it was so hard for our people to wake the fuck up. Because just as well as we're trying to do our job, they doing their motherfucking job too. So y'all gotta understand that. They doing their goddamn job too. We just gotta work hard out shit. You hear me? And when the brother Dane Calloway is one of the hardest working brothers that I've came across, you know, that's been doing this shit. I don't know nobody that's been putting out the type of information that he's been putting out. Like documented information and shit like that. Like, and I believe that well, I know he's coming out his pockets in order to make this shit happen. You feel me? But he's doing this for us. So why not appreciate somebody who's doing something like that? He's coming out his pockets and sacrificing a lot by putting this information out there. Y'all got to understand that too. Because the other side don't want us to know anything. So he's really taking a risk by doing these things. You get me? So definitely appreciate you. But
so
let my brother D-Lo, man, talk his talk, man. You know, we be locked in, bro. We definitely be locked in. We have deep conversations and shit, you know, about certain things going on out here. And I feel like if a person is a certain age and been through the same type of shit most of us has been through coming up from our childhood on up to now, and we're actually seeing shit blatantly being thrown in front of our faces, like it's not being hidden anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of shit they was doing behind closed doors. That door is not closed anymore. That motherfucker wide open. You can walk in and out that motherfucker. You hear me? So shit is not done behind closed doors now. It's being thrown directly in front of our face as if they're saying, nigga, what you gonna do about it? You get me? Like, it's literally as if they're saying, niggas, what y'all gonna do about it? This is what we doing. This is what we did. Now, what y'all gonna do about it? You know? So what are we gonna do about it? I got a plan. I'm pretty sure it's a lot of brothers such as me and my brother D-Lo who has a plan. And guess what? As long as we all have a plan and we put those plans together, then yeah, we can make some shit happen. Mm-hmm. It's all about pushing the messages though, man. Crip and Peace Nipsey. You hear me? All money in. Crip and Peace Nipsey, right? Not to go off topic and shit, but I gotta say that because I looked at Nipsey way differently than other people. Not just because I was a gang member and I was a Crip and he a Crip. It ain't had nothing to do with
It
that.
wasn't even just about it, right? It wasn't even just about his music, bro. He was trying to do it. You feel me? He was trying to do it within his own community,
bro.
And they got him for that,
bro. He's the only gang member that was able to go in other sections over there,
right.
like sections that other people couldn't go in. You feel me? He was able to do that. You feel me? Trying to build and squash the beast and all that. Think about it, bro. Like, it take a real man to go to some brothers that you know may have killed some of your homies and all of that. You feel me? And really try to say, you know, bro, fuck all that. It's time to put the guns down, my nigga. It's time to get this shit together. Like,
yeah. That's why he has so much respect, man.
Yeah.
It was bigger than just his music, bro. He was trying to push a bigger message. His music was his gateway to reaching the youth.
So it's like somebody got to pick up
his story. He told you what he did, how he became a boy, how he got to where he was at, nigga. He was trying to push a real message out of it. But the way how the game is set up, you feel me? They own everything.
Exactly.
They own it. You feel me? They decide what you're gonna put out, type shit. Not really the way shit. They do.
Yeah. Well, there's some people there they able to control, and some they're not. See, when it comes to the celebrities,
most people they can keep you at a certain level because you got to get to those gateways to meet those certain people.
That's why I say, like, when it comes to, I told my sister this yesterday, because she was speaking about a lot of the celebrities that started to like speak out and, you know, saying that they woke and, you know, things like that. But I'm like, it's kind of too late for them. Like, because if they already had, you know, signed those papers, which we know what those papers are, if they already had took those steps, like, it's really nothing they can do. Like, they already under the controlling. You know what I'm saying? They deeply under the control.
You need to realize that if you got a birth certificate and a social, you already been frauded since the day you was born. You already been frauded since the day you was born. That's illegal.
Yeah.
They're getting us, man. They're getting us illegally by fraud. Motherfuckers is using our names and selling it all around the world. They got us already. So any type of government assistance, anything that has to do with them, they got you.
Oh yeah, and people fail to realize that as well. Like they looking at it.
That's a contract. Whenever you accept government assistance, that's you basically giving up your power of attorney in the court. Now they can go get you shit, woman or male. It works both ways. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah. But it's like at the end of the day, all this shit is designed to take us down, the men. You know, they already found a way to get us or separate us from the households and shit like that. So once they figured that part out, it was to keep us out of the households. And, you know, that's why I say we can't really get mad at them for doing their job. That's their job, is to go against us and, you know, try to conquer our race or depopulate us and things like that. You know, that's their job. That's their mission. That's what it is. You feel me? So it's like, by us knowing this, what are we going to do to stop that? You know, but yet we keep falling victim to all of their games, all of their plans. We keep falling victim to this shit, knowing that this is what it is, and still fall victim to the shit. You know, so do that. They say we are the most dominant race, and I said this on the show before too. If they say we are the most dominant race, how? Well, we ain't doing shit. We ain't doing shit to change what's going on. Hasn't nothing changed, bro. It's been multiple years, decades and shit, bro. And motherfuckers still going through the same fucking shit, just in a different way. You know, but yet it's getting worse and worse. You know? So it's like, where do we stand at now? Like, I say let's, go at them the way that they come at us. Like, what's so hard about that? So I'll be pushing that. Like, let's move like how the Panthers was moving out this bitch. Like the Panthers felt like, nigga, if they could walk around with their guns, nigga, we can too. You feel me? On that type of time, nigga. Like creating our own governments and shit like that. You feel me? Our own law enforcement and shit like that. But they didn't program motherfuckers so hard and so much to the point where motherfuckers feel like we're not even able to do these type of things. You feel me? Like that's how deep the programming go. They feel like we ain't even got the rights to do this type of shit. Like, come on, man. But in all reality, we do. We have all rights to do everything that they are doing. They got governments, we can have governments too. They got their own law enforcement, we can have our own law enforcement too. That's why they say in order to hide something from a black man, what they say, brother, put it in a fucking book. Motherfuckers don't read, so niggas wouldn't know too much about none of that at all.
Man, motherfuckers be talking about that. Even if you do read, you reading the wrong shit. Because the shit we need to be reading is the National Archives, the Library of Congress, and how all these motherfuckers made this shit up. That 12.5 billion out of Africa theory is still a theory. That shit ain't been proven today. But it's getting disproven today. For sure. That shit over with.
Motherfuckers buying up every fucking day. That's it. It's all about money, numbers, money. Numbers, money. That's why, like, even here, like John Hopkins, if you ever heard of John Hopkins, I'm pretty sure you have. John Hopkins Hospital, right? We have John Hopkins Hospital here in Maryland. But whoever the fucking John is, that motherfucker, right, buying up everything, like the neighborhoods and around the hospital, like every store, everything, bro, like is owned by these motherfuckers and shit. Like, all right, why wouldn't we? That's why I say I love Nipsey so much, because he had an understanding of what they were doing. So he like, fuck it, we gonna buy our own shit. He started buying back certain buildings and shit within their neighborhood. That whole shopping center, I believe they was planning on owning that bitch. They was planning on buying up that whole shopping center, where the store was at, where he had the store and shit was at. They was planning on buying up that whole shopping center, I believe. I just watched the documentary yesterday.
That shit set up. He was trying to buy up basically his whole neighborhood.
What?
And they knew that. They already knew that from the get-go. So, straight up, bro.
Word. Yeah. But
that boy got sent to kill Nipsey on purpose. That wasn't no accident
at all.
They got on to do it. Straight up.
But yet he still got time.
All of a sudden he get a good ass lawyer that we know that nigga can't pay for.
Right. He just came home, right? From my beliefs, the motherfucker just came home, so nigga ain't had no money to, be paying for no lawyers like that. But
that's what I'm saying, man. You feel me? You shouldn't even be talking to. You should have a public defender off the rip.
Word. Yeah, it is what it is, though, brother. Like a lot of us, we get an understanding of what the fuck going on. Like, I got a clear understanding of a lot of shit that go on. That's why, even with these rappers now, all these rappers, bro, that be getting knocked off, bro, I never believe the street shit they come behind it. That's not what it is, especially when it comes to certain people. Because it's like, bro, if motherfuckers grinded their way out the streets, out the hood, had to sell drugs to, take care of their families and all that shit. Niggas did the rap shit to get out of that. You know, to get out of that whole lifestyle of living. That's the reason why niggas push so hard with they rap shit. So it's like to get signed and get out of that, but yet still be beefing and having all this street shit going on, that doesn't add up. It really don't, because the motherfucker living so, bro, if a motherfucker really living their life like they saying they living their life, you won't even have time to entertain that shit. So how does it make sense? How does that make sense, bro? Like, if I'm rich, I'm a rich ass fucking rapper, bro. I'm doing nothing. My family good, everything good. Do you think I'm gonna be on the motherfucking internet entertaining any goofy ass shit? What?
Nah.
Come on, bro.
You probably might have a team that's doing that shit, but
exactly. Like if that.
Right.
You feel me? Like, if that, like, my nigga, me being me, I'm gonna speak on me personally now. At first, I was just saying any nigga that, you know, grind their way out the hood or whatever. Now, I'm gonna just say me personally. Me personally, I wouldn't entertain the shit at all. I wouldn't have nothing to say back to nobody. And the reason why, because I wouldn't even know what nobody said to me. I wouldn't even know what the fuck they saying about me, because I'm not entertaining that shit at all. Nigga, a motherfucker would have to really call my phone to be like, yo, did you hear this? Some shit like that. Because I definitely wouldn't be entertaining, because I have an understanding that the internet plays a very big part in all of this shit. It starts up the beats. It starts up the drama. All of that shit. So me knowing that, why would I entertain that? Knowing where it's going to go. You know, they're trying to suck me into that. Which that's what they do. But again, you got young, dumb, I hate to say it, I'm sorry. You got a lot of young, dumb rappers. You know, they're easily influenced. You feel me? And by the controllers having a real deep understanding of our ways. Why is that? Because they were taught our ways. Why is that? Because they were people who did that. But we ain't going to get into all that. I even spoke about that the other day too, though. Matter of fact, I am going to get into that right now. You know, there are people who have taught them our ways of life, and that's the reason why they understand a lot of shit. That's how I look at it. I promise you, this is just my personal feelings. And I'm not even going against those people, whoever they may be, you know. And then I look at it this way as well. People who were servants, right? Because I don't believe the whole slavery shit. Shout out to my brother Dane Calloway for that. You know, that whole slavery shit, myth or whatever is a no-go over here. So it's like, when we were servants, I feel as though when a lot of people had to live in their homes and shit like that, like they was basically somewhat like family to these motherfuckers that they were working for. You feel me? In some cases. These are just my personal feelings and how I'm looking at it on the outside looking in. Like I tell you, I understand life by living it. So I'm giving my own thought process to this shit. So I feel like around those times when all this shit was happening, they were studying us, studying our ways of life and how we think and how we act and or react to certain shit. I feel like they were really studying this shit. You feel me? To the point that that's what made it so easy for them to do the controlling, because they had an understanding of everything when it comes to us. You know, that's just how I look at it. I don't know. I could be wrong, you know, but they definitely did something. You feel me? It had to be some type of way that they were able to do this shit, bro. You feel me? You know? Well, I mean, what's your thoughts on it, bro? How do you feel about that? How do you think that they made it to the point where it was so easy for them to control us, like mentally? You feel me? Like they literally know everything to do, bro. That's really gonna, you know.
But they accomplish it in other countries before they got indoctrination, bro. That make you believe that you have to give your power up to something else when you already had all the power. There's nothing wrong with believing that everybody knows there's some creator that created us. We know we don't come from no goddamn monkeys.
Right.
Come on now. Motherfuckers, we know. We are.
All right, so that take me back, bro, to when I said something about blaming other races, so-called races anyway. How races blame other races or certain races feel some type of way about other races and whatever the case may be, all this hatred towards each other when at the end of the day, we all been lied to. It ain't just us melanated people that was lied to, you know, people on the other side was lied to, every other fucking race was lied to. You feel me? Like I said, this is all part of their plan. So they orchestrated these things for it to go this way. You know, it was all about the separation.
It's not like you can't go and find Woodrow Wilson when he said this speech. It's public documentation. Literally, he said it. When he opened up the public schooling with all these families, that made sure we got indoctrinated. And then the next generation after that accomplished their mission and made us become voters. As soon as our people became voters, we lost the rest of our land. They changed our identities again.
How many times they have done that?
A bunch. At least 9. Stolen identity. That's why people having an identity crisis. That's why the Africans really don't like us. Because when you use that word, they know you speak in English. And you don't really know nothing about Africa.
Man, I told you, I seen a video.
Africans don't call themselves Africans.
I seen a video, and I believe Dane had posted about this as well, where the African was saying that, matter of fact, it was a young African dude that was speaking with Dane. He posted it. He got it. It's on his platform. And I mean, basically, they was saying they didn't even know what African American was until they came over here. So, like, come on now, how does that make sense? Africans are saying they didn't even know what an African American was until they came over here. Like, okay. So how are we African Americans? If the Africans don't know what an African American is until they come over to America, like, make sense.
And you can go look them up. The Africans is still out there. They call the Afrikaners, and they speak Afrikaans, but they have a bunch of pale faces.
Hey, dude said, what was the video, man? I forgot the brother name, man. I shared it too, and he was like, man, I know a white guy. He said, I know a white guy that was born in Africa. Yeah, he said that was born in Africa and then moved over here, and he's an African American. I say, all right.
Yeah.
Now, that make more sense than anything that anybody else, but it was like a double meaning behind that to me, shit, because that was basically said, all right, if you're
when you look at the definition of African American, it say anybody with the dark skin with ancestry related back to African tribes. Technically, he wouldn't be related to a tribe, but he got an ancestry over there because the Afrikaners have been over there for a long time. Literally, Tunisia, the Kingdom of Tunisia, that's where they was at. Then they got ran out and they moved to South Africa. It wasn't even called Africa. They'll tell you it's called Ethiopia. That's just what they call it.
Yeah, give them some history on this, brother. You hear me? Like, I love information too. You know, we learn from each other on multiple levels. So, shit, man, give them some history on that. Like, that's something I ain't even know too much about. But like, bro, even a lot of the teachings in school when it comes to our history and things like that, I promise you, it's like I erased all that shit out of my fucking brain. Like, it's like I'm reprogramming myself.
You'll realize why some of the constellations, like one of the constellations is called, the Princess of Ethiopia, and the prince of Ethiopia, and you be like, what are they talking about? Are they only talking about that specific area that they calling Ethiopia now? No, they was really talking about the whole continent. These motherfuckers know the real history. It's just how we got indoctrinated as a people. It's literally constellations named after that shit.
Man, they done fucked up everything. You hear me? These motherfuckers done rearranged every day. You feel me? From the people to the people, the states, the countries, the names.
It got so much lies in it. You gotta really do a lot of research to really find out once you learn how they bullshit.
Bro, you just gotta look at it as everything is bullshit. Anything before the knowings of knowing what we know now was bullshit. Even a lot of the shit that's going on now is bullshit. You know, it's all just bullshit. You feel me? That's how I gotta look at it. So any of the teachings, as far as anything, before a motherfucker has reached that level of knowing who they are, was bullshit. Especially if it's anything that's been presented to them from them or got anything to do with that side. Bullshit. That's why I said what I said about certain people that's presenting certain information out here. Like brothers like Dane, he refused. He got a whole strategy to this shit. You know, because them motherfuckers fuck with people, you know, especially when it comes to social media. They ain't trying to, you know, let you get certain shit out there. But it is the ways of getting around that shit. And obviously, you know, certain brothers knows the ways of doing that. You feel me? But for the most part, bro, a lot of them people that got them big platforms and they be allowing them to put that information out there, that shit be bullshit. To me anyway. Cause it's like a lot of them just be spreading the same information. And a lot of that shit come from a lot of these books that y'all be saying y'all read. Well, not you, but you know them. And that's the difference. Like Dane information is coming from him, like really digging into certain shit and as far as niggas' backgrounds and history and the ancestors and shit like that. Shit that they own. Like a motherfucker really doing their own background on certain shit to get this information. So it ain't coming from like somebody else. Like their information really coming from like somebody else. And some search such and such wrote this book about this, and you know, that's what they shit coming from. They ain't really digging in and getting documents of shit. You feel me? That's the difference. Like he's digging in and getting documents of shit. You know, the shit that y'all can't even get.
You got to get freedom of information acts put in, and you got to pay for a lot of that shit original because they hide it.
Word. That's why I say, man, the man came out his pockets for a lot of this shit. So you got to show the appreciation.
Look, and people know that. That's why they donate to him.
Mm-hmm.
People already know that because we can't find this information easily.
Can't. And even if we did
put
try,
in a lot of work
even if we tried,
you know they hide.
Even if we tried,
it would be easy to find. The shit that they got on Google and Wikipedia is bullshit.
That's why I say you just gotta take what makes sense out of a lot of shit. You know,
it came out when the internet came out.
So
and they decided to give it to us in the 80s. Because the internet been out. That's just when they decided to give it to the public.
Right.
They're not bullshitting nobody with these stories that they made up.
They did a lot. They did a lot to accomplish their mission. But that's what I say, brother. It's just, it's our turn. Shit. It's our turn. You know? That's how I look at it. Fuck all that.
I ain't gonna lie. They did bullshit us. Said, man, I'm in my late 20s.
Shit, I got you by 20, so. Yeah.
I mean, I knew it was bullshit, but it's like a nigga would have never would have thought it was this much bullshit.
Yeah.
So the enemy don't just lie some of the time; they lie all of the
time. Like everything, you hear me? Like literally everything. Nigga.
Literally, like these motherfuckers lied about damn everything, damn near everything. To say they lied about everything, that's how much.
It's deep. Shit, and it's like motherfuckers. It's shit that we still don't know or have an understanding of that. You gotta be a strong-minded individual. You know, that's how I look at it, bro. And the fact that niggas been, not to say niggas, but niggas, we've been through the shit we've been through as far as coming up in the hoods and things like that. So it's like that really gave us that
the project housing.
Yeah, listen, that really gave us the strength.
They gave us places to live. Why did they give us, bro?
I mean, that was all a part of the controlling too. That was to keep everybody in one location, whereas though they got everybody in one location.
They gave us our own public housing, project housing, reservation.
That was to keep us all in one location, whereas though they could control the fuck out of niggas. That's why there was so many project buildings at one point in time. They knew exactly who was who, where, yeah. They was doing all the controlling. You know, that was basically a way to do that. Like really keep us all in one, area where they ain't had to worry about, they over there or they over there. We spread it out. We always spread it out. You feel me?
Yeah.
That is making it hard for them to keep control of everyone. We too spread it out, and we spreading out even more.
That's why they let everybody in.
Mm-hmm.
As long as they seek an asylum. But you be like, from what?
Yeah.
These motherfuckers got mad about punk ass $1,200 checks that they was giving us, but they still handing out billions and millions.
Man, they giving mad bread to the motherfuckers on the other side, though. I don't want to look at them like that, but that's just what it is. Like the so-called foreigners that come over here. The foreigners that come over here, they blessing them. Like, but that's why they try to throw that little chump change at a motherfucker to make it like, they really was doing something for niggas.
They try to make us pay back.
In some sort of a way, but I've been said that. I said, man, listen, I promise y'all, they're gonna find a way to try to get this money back out of motherfuckers. I don't know how, but they will. A motherfucker stay under the radar, like
it was a lot of money.
Man, motherfucker gotta stay under the radar, the same way a nigga would move in the motherfucking streets and shit. That's how a nigga got to move when it comes to them motherfuckers too. Especially if you where we at with it, we trying to get certain shit out there. That's why I say I'm the little guy with a big voice. I got a big voice because I'm very passionate into everything that I say. You know what I'm saying? And the reasons behind me doing this shit. But I'm a little guy because I don't have no big ass platforms and shit, which is cool for me because it's gonna make me easier to reach out to certain people because nobody paying me no attention. You know what I'm saying? That way, therefore, they ain't paying me no attention. Because when they start paying you some attention, that's when shit start going differently. They start trying to fuck with the platform.
At the end of the day, bro, look, it's a bunch. We the majority. You feel me? We got motherfuckers doing shit to us and our people, and they don't even have really, bro, no arm. They don't have a big enough population to even bring any type of war to our people.
Yeah, and that's only if our people can get an understanding of that. Like, what the fuck is it going to take for niggas to all, get an understanding that, man, we really need to, stand together.
We are the population, bro.
But we got to understand that, bro. Like
13%. That's why I respect Dane, excuse me. They're trying to say we 13%, but we know we way more than 13% of the population. When you go out, you look around, you gonna mostly see us anyway.
Yeah.
Unless you go to a certain neighborhood.
That's what I say, man. We spread it now. We continuing to spread. Like, man, come on now. We invading the areas where they usually it'd be their kind there. You feel me? That's what I say when I was telling you about the whole county, the difference from the county and the city. And at one point in time, it was hard for you to get a place in the counties and shit. As far as, here in Baltimore. So it's like all of a sudden they started letting people from the hoods to move out to the counties. All right, bam. Then I started noticing that once they did that, they started remodeling the hoods that we were living in. Because now when you go to my old neighborhood, you wouldn't even think that was my hood. You'll probably be trying to joke me, talking about ain't nowhere in the world. Y'all niggas from right here. Like, ain't shit going on right. You feel me? Like, but I get it. It's like, man, they pushing us, farther out, and then the farther out they push us, they're going to start remodeling the places and moving them in, which that's exactly what happened. Because you go down my old neighborhood now, you see nothing but fucking foreigners and shit, Mexicans and shit like that. That's the whole neighborhood is now. You feel me? So I see what their plan is, But it's like niggas so lost out this bitch, bro. Niggas I don't know. Like, motherfuckers could be taking that street money and all these billions and shit that y'all making and really start buying up these buildings and shit like that. But and buying back this same shit Nipsey was doing. You feel me? Like, there's a couple of motherfuckers that's doing that shit too. There's other artists that's moving like that. A lot of people just ain't speaking on shit. Because niggas know once you start speaking on shit, then yeah, that put the spotlight on you. Motherfuckers can do shit behind closed doors, which I'm pretty sure it's a lot of people that's doing that. But at the same time, it's still more to be done. And I feel like doors got to get kicked the fuck down, man. And, a couple of motherfuckers need to go out this bitch. You hear me? All that aggression and shit that motherfuckers be having inside of them. And taking that shit out on each other, killing, doing their job for them. You feel me? Instead of niggas using it for that, we can put that shit in the right place, use that shit against them. Can you imagine, bro, how powerful we would be? You know how aggressive we get, how angry we get when we in that type of zone. Whoever, a bitch pissed us off or whoever. That aggression, that anger, that's power. Imagine all that between all of us, but pitting it towards them.
Yeah.
You feel me? Instead of pitting it towards each other, we giving it to them. Like, bro, what? They would not be able to stop us. They would not be able to stop us, bro. Like, all that damage we doing towards each other. There's too many of us, and that's too much power, bro. That's too much power altogether, bro. That's too much fucking power. That's why they created these jails and shit like that, places and everything, bro. Even the church, nigga. That's the way. That's the way of locking them, controlling the mind. You feel me? When they lock us up, that's the way of them controlling us as a whole. You feel me? But the churches and the schools, that's the way of them controlling the mind. In my eyes, I see that's their head.
It's not nothing you cover yet. The Bible it got lessons in there that you can take with you, and so do all religions. You feel me down there?
Yeah,
but
yeah, I do.
You feel me? That's what they use to make you give your power up, just to make you believe that it's really was something higher than you. When you really get the only people we ever gave our power up was to them. You can say that you gave your power up to a God all you want to, but you never really gave your power up to anybody except for foreigners.
That's a fact.
The only motherfuckers we ever gave our power away to.
That's a fact. I say, man, y'all. I say,
historically, we ain't never gave our power up to nobody. We had all the power. All right.
I said something the other day about I don't like, bro. It's so much that was happening like right in front of our face that Motherfuckers just wasn't paying no attention to, bro. Like all the stores in our neighborhoods was always owned by foreigners. Like even the Chinese store, we used to since we were little, bro. We were going to the Chinese store. Oh, we're going to the Mexican store. Like you feel me? We was calling it them names and shit. You feel me? So it always been like that, bro. It was never too many stores you can go to that was like our stores, black owned, melanated stores or whatever. But back then we'll say black owned. Like you didn't find too many of them. Like it might be a rare few, like a corner store in the hood. You feel me? That was owned by us, but for the most part, the big businesses and shit like that, or the shit that was really accumulating some money out this motherfucker, is owned by them.
Yeah.
If it ain't theirs, it's the foreigners and them. You feel me? Like, man, I say some shit. Yesterday when the dude was saying a lot of people be, bragging about far as owning homes and shit like that. Niggas say, man, fuck owning a home. Do you own the land that the home is on?
Yeah, because they could just tell you they can evict you. You'll be out your money.
Yeah. Yeah.
You just bought that house for nothing. Thinking that life was gonna be going on good and all gravy, but what if they gotta build some shit right through your shit and they own that lot that your house is on? Now you fucked. And they gonna give you 60 days to get your shit out.
Yeah.
Legally. They can do that legally, on that lot that your house is on.
Right. Yeah.
We got your 60 days. We don't give a fuck how much you spend on it. You don't own the land. You only own the house, buddy. And since you can't pick that house up and take it with you, you might as well take all your shit out. 50 days.
Yeah.
It's gonna be something else new here when you drive by.
Yeah. Hey, that's why a lot of people down the country got mobile homes and shit there, huh? They telling niggas some shit like that. Nigga picking their house up and keep it indoor. You hear me?
That you buy that lot on.
Yeah.
Man, you just be fucked out your money.
Right.
They don't teach you that.
My people's got their own land down that motherfucker though, and
motherfucker, you gotta think about it. You come in and you trying to build a house on some shit. You better make sure you own that motherfucking land under that house that house is on.
Yeah.
Because motherfucker can tell you now, I don't even want this house on my motherfucking lot no more. So you gotta get this shit up out of here.
Nigga playing.
That's like somebody thinking that they can just build some shit on your property without you paying them. That's why you gotta pay a mortgage and all that shit.
It's like the Monopoly game, man. I believe Dane broke that down too. I believe Dane did
it. Taking taxes too, because they had the motherfucking prices up so high to where we couldn't afford it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that shit crazy. Hey yo, you know what else? Hey, you know Monopoly, right? How the brown properties is like the lower property, like that's the lowest property on the board.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty sure a lot of people really realize that shit, but then there's a lot they don't. Like, nigga ain't pay that shit no mind. Like, why the brown is the lowest on the board? And it's what? Yellow, red, I believe.
And blue?
Mm-hmm. Blue is the highest, right? Yeah, blue the highest. Blue the highest. Like motherfuckers say, bro, it's a lot that was thrown in front of motherfuckers' face, with everything. Television.
Man, everything, really, to be honest.
Everything,
little musical melodies, all that shit was racist, man.
Yeah. I don't know. Did I post that clip? It was a clip.
Railroad shit, all that shit was racist. The ice cream truck song, racist, bro. All that shit was to work against us. It make us affirm, do affirmations to negative shit that's gonna harm our people. They had the audacity to teach that shit to kids. Talking about it's a nursery rhyme. Teaching that shit to our kids, to our ancestors.
Right.
Because who the fuck we get it from?
That's why it's like the fact that shit just been passed down from generation, cause motherfuckers would be like, oh, well, why our moms into? I mean, shit, they was fucked up too. So how could they tell us something? They was fucked up too. Well, then my other grand, that's why I listen. I say I go over grandma rules and regulations. Like I'm living through that. Like my grandmother, when it comes to ancestors,
you really realize shit, the elders was the smarter ones.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like after that,
it really was like our above, like parents, and maybe it was maybe one set of your grandparents, but it was really just maybe the parents themselves that got indoctrinated. But like people that was born in the 40s or like the 30s, 20s, them niggas were not really indoctrinated. They didn't go to school with the, you feel me, and learn all that bullshit. It still turned out all right. And did well for themselves. They got passed down all the shit that they was, you feel me, they got all the real knowledge.
Right.
They would know. That's something that should be well known within our communities before we went to school, not after we go to school. Foreigners teaching you your history. They getting paid to run a curriculum and institute you. They don't have no control over that stuff. You might have a few rare teachers that might send you a few hints, but they not gonna break the whole story down to you. They do know it.
That's why
tell you like, here, look, this is what really happened. No, bro. Even if they do know what happened, they there to get a check. And that's how it be. Cause I ain't never had no teacher break no shit down like this to me ever within my whole life. Only one, Dane Calloway. That's it. Even with all the Pan-Africanism shit, niggas was still confused. You can't even get with, it's too much. These niggas not even talking about what they supposed to be talking about. Because they not talking about nobody who they relate. Exactly. They just going off of shit that they done study in books that foreigners are. None of our people wrote it.
Exactly.
None of our people wrote none of these books. The Book of Life, the Kemetic, all this bullshit. We didn't write none of this stuff, though. None of our people wrote it. Don't believe in it, bro. I ain't gonna say none of that shit don't have nothing worth to it, because obviously it's spiritual enough for them to get into, but that don't have nothing to do with your history of where you come from. If you're not looking in the actual country where you come from right now. For real, we can't be looking at other landmasses for our history when we ain't never even been to that landmass in our life. Don't plan on going.
Shit,
yeah,
brother. Yeah, I'm here. My bad, bro.
Hello?
I was trying to call my fucking sister.
I was muted or something.
Nah, I muted myself. I had to call. I was trying to call my sister back because she called me multiple times, but I ain't answer because we was doing the show. But I'm trying to make sure she was good for real. Now it ain't even fucking ringing. Yeah, man.
Oh, you said you're trying to bring her up.
No, I was trying to call her. She was calling my phone while we was doing the show or whatever. But she called back to back. You know, I got a thing where though, if somebody call you, you know, if I don't answer, I don't answer. That probably wasn't that important. Cool, I'll call them back when I feel like talking type shit. You feel me? But if a motherfucker call and then they call back to back, that's when it's like, all right, something must be wrong. You feel me?
Yeah.
I don't know. But I'm about to see. I'm about to end this, bro, because I'm about to tap in and see if I can see what's up with her, man.
All right, bet.
All right, I appreciate you tapping in, man. This is our show for tonight. What to talk about radio, featuring my brother, my co-host D-Lo, my Niiije in the motherfucking building. You hear me? But
yeah, shout out to all the Niijes of Turtle Island. Blessings be with everybody. I hope everybody find out where their family come from, straight up. But you got to be willing to put in the footwork to find out.
That's a fact. Knowledge is the key, ain't that what they say? You know?
It is, man. Knowledge,
y'all ain't as
knowledge and
stupid as they
documentation
say you
is the
are.
most powerful thing you can have.
Let me tell y'all this, brothers.
We wasn't killed by the sword. We got killed by the pen. Paperwork.
We ain't, listen, y'all ain't as dumb as they say y'all, all right? But much love, peace, and blessings to you all, man.
Peace.
And we out.